So she does not end up getting caught up in that avalanche. So let's read what it says. The crack opened. It zipped across the rim of Glory Bowl, not 30 feet below Kelly. Sit down in your square, sweetheart. Grits took a flying leap and knocked Kelly over. A sound like a gunshot rang out, and Kelly's eyes widened. She knew what that meant, and she did not move. That huge sound of the crack is all the snow breaking off and causing an avalanche. From a summit, that means the peak of a mountain, a thunderous boom sounded, and Dad had set off the cannon. Dad knew that there was an avalanche, so he set the cannon off. Nazir, no, I said no. Below them, a mammoth slab, mammoth means huge pile of snow, was sliding down the mountain. Look at, you see the trees and all the ice coming down too. So if you're caught in that and you get hit by a tree or a block of ice, bad news bears. Let me turn this so you can see a little bit better. There you go. So the puppy stopped her from sliding down the hill, so she's not caught in the avalanche. I hope they're still safe where they are. And then there was silence. The air cleared, the avalanche was over, and Dad rushed to Axel. "Where's Kelly?" he asked with fear in his voice, and he wiped sweat from his forehead. "We've got to find her. Did she turn on her beeper? Where is she?" Axel pointed to two snowy heaps coming towards them. One was Kelly, she was snowboarding, and the other was Grits. He was leaping and tunneling and wagging his tail, and both were safe. Good thing the puppy had jumped out of the backpack to stop her. Otherwise, she would have been caught up in the avalanche. When the two of them reached Axel and Dad, Kelly was humble. That means she wasn't bragging like, "Look at how good I am on my snowboard." She didn't say that. She glanced down at the now bumpy slope. "Let's go find a smooth slope where I can write, 'Grits is my hero,'" she said, "with my snowboard." She picked up the little dog and hugged him. "You can't write that," cried Axel. "I can, and I will," said Kelly. Why does she want to write that the puppy's her hero in the snow? Tamia. She almost was in the avalanche, and the puppy saved her from getting stuck in the avalanche. Yeah. So she wants to say, "Oh, he's my hero." Meanwhile, the bright sun did its work, and it changed the soft snow into hardened snow. So now they could go snowboarding. Axel, Grits, Kelly, and Dad went off to join the skiers and the snowboarders. Axel did grabs and flips. Kelly perfected twists, and Dad skied loops down the slope. And Grits leaped and tunneled all the way to the bottom. So they all ski and snowboard, and Grits, the puppy, runs down the hill with them. You see him? That's funny. That evening, back at Dad's cabin, they waited for Kelly's parents to pick her up. Dad paced on the floor. "Oh, I must apologize to you, Kelly," he said. "I set off the avalanche too soon. I thought I saw you with Axel way above the crack." "Hey," Axel said, you didn't set off the avalanche. A bluebird did." He smiled at his dad. "I was there when it happened. Kelly scared the bird. Its wing hit the snow. The snow formed a snowball, and the snowball rolled. It fell off the thump, and the thump collapsed into a deep, mushy layer, and woof, crack, bang, avalanche. And Grits knocked me down high above the crack," said Kelly. Dad thought he caused the avalanche, so he felt so bad. But was it Dad's fault? No, it was when she was snowboarding, she scared the bird. And just that little bird was enough to make the avalanche start. Yep, snow cracked and slid off. Dad's face brightened. He walked to the window, and in the frost in the glass, he wrote, "A gold medal for the Jays." Kelly ran to another frosted window. "Grits is a hero," she wrote, and then she smiled at Axel. "Thought I couldn't write it, huh?" And Axel rolled his eyes. Girls, he said, and he stirred the hot chocolate. Now, some of you who can read might be looking at that and saying, Mrs. Barch, that doesn't say Grits is a hero. It does, it's just backwards. So if I held this up into a mirror, you'd be able to see it. Because if you were looking out the window, it would be the right way. But since we're not inside the house and we're looking through the window from the outside, it's backwards. Grits is a hero. And he's just like, the end. Boys and girls say thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Chelsea, honey, can you come grab this, sweetie? And you can go put this in your backpack. And then when you come back, we will pray for lunch, okay? Mitchell, my sweet, thanks for joining for this story. We're going to have lunch. 5K, you need to be patient. I'm talking to Mitchell. Mitchell, we'll see you in an hour for math, my sweet, okay? Bye, honey. Thanks for joining. All right.